Have you ever been stuck? I mean, when you are creating, if you are an artist or if you're just a creative, you don't have to be an artist necessarily to feel stuck at one point. And it happens to me every so often. And I think my solution to this is usually starts with tidying up. Because when I create, I like to have everything on hand, and I know where things are, although it looks like a huge mess. Um, when I'm in the flow, it's great. It serves me perfectly. But when I'm not, when I take a break and I focus on something else, then it becomes a little bit hard to come back to creating again. And this is how I feel right now, today, especially, because my brain's been on kind of overload and overthinking, and you'll get to know about this perhaps later. I don't know, if I can manage to put things across. But so, what I normally do, first thing when I realize I really need to kind of start again, if you like, I tidy up. I tidy up my workplace and my desk and everything around me. I have nice big studio. I also realized or remembered more like that I have quite a few paintings or studies, more like I did a few years back, and they were just hidden in a big folder. Because not every painting I do is necessarily something that I want to show the world, because not every piece I paint is masterpiece. If it was, would be great, but it's not. Let's face it. Let's be honest here. So, but for me, every single piece has its value anyway, because it's a practice. It's a practice, and it's about finding out what you like, what you don't like. You're trying new things, new techniques, new tools, new colors, new palettes, all of that. But it doesn't always end well. And there are more failures than successes, believe me. And if you yourself, if you create, if you paint, if you do anything creative, I'm sure you know that very well. So you can relate to that. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if that is your case. So I kind of remembered that I have lots of stuff around lying, and I thought, what am I going to do with it? Because it's to me, I don't like throwing things away. They really have to be manky or really, really, really bad. That when I decide to throw things away. So then I remembered what I did like a year and a half ago, 18 months, maybe even more than that, when I wasn't feeling too well. I was actually quite ill without knowing I was so ill, but I felt ill already anyway. And at the stage of my life where everything is kind of changing, not only physically, but mentally as well. Beside that, last year when I was so unwell, I stumbled across one of YouTube channels, and because I just like to watch something nice and calming and aesthetically pleasing, if you like. And so I stumbled upon this channel, and that woman really inspired me a lot. Mm. And so I started relieving everything that was kind of heavy and daunting and uncomfortable. And one of those things I started to do was art journal. I've never done art journal before, so I started it and worked great. Then I've set myself a couple of challenges, one smaller, the other one fairly big. But beside that, I've realized that I need to be grateful. I need to practice gratitude. And one way of doing that was creating my own deck, if you like. Mind you, it's very small, but I'm going to expand the deck. It was so I have cut up quite a few those A3 sheets, and I have a nice stack of cards. Plus, I have more here, but some are slightly bigger, so I just need to trim the edges so I can shuffle the cards later without any problem, without dropping. But some of them are really interesting. Um, I will actually have to go through and pick my favorite ones, and that'll be a special deck. I don't know what I'm going to write at the back yet, but something very special because the cards, they deserve it. So I'll show you a little bit what that is, how that looks like, and yeah, and I have a little birdie here, which yeah, I'm very excited about. It's a great way to use any of your artwork that you are not happy with, but you'd be surprised how it can change once it's cut up in smaller pieces. Yeah, so I'll show you. So, for example, this one is really, really special. I think this one is beautiful. Then I have this little birdie here and another bird. I do like this one in particular. This one is really pretty. And this one also. So there are plenty of cards that I can choose from, and I'm sure I'm going to have my own secret deck only for me. So now I just have to trim few of those cards because they are slightly oversized, like I said. Well, I really was not expecting the amount of cards I ended up with, but I might actually do smaller deck as a present for someone. I don't know. It might be a nice idea because whenever any of my friends celebrate, let's say, their birthday or something, I think they all know what they're going to get from me. It's always a painting or something that I've made, something arty-farty. So they all know. And for me, it's a great way how to give present that is meaningful without having to buy something, because let's face it, today's society is just so used to spending money and buying things. People just buy things they don't need, or even children nowadays, they don't really need much. I mean, in our society, in the so-called Western society. But, I think it's much nicer when you give present that you have made or you've put your energy in it, because the energy stays in it, you know? So I think it'll be a nice idea for a present for someone who will appreciate it. Not everyone likes these kind of things. Sometimes people think I'm a little bit too um, away with fairies, if you like. Yeah, but well, hey, that's me. Don't like it, leave it, I say. Okay, so I think that might be it, or maybe not. Okay, so these as well. How's that looking? Yeah, it's looking much better. I'll be able to shuffle this properly, I think. No, these are still too big. It's a bit fiddly, but never mind. Well, I ended up with quite a big stack. These I have chosen so far for my own, like a special, what is it called? Oh dear, deck, of course. This is a special deck of my own. And these are, I might actually do a few decks from these, maybe 3 decks. And these will be probably for my friends. But I am very happy with this. It looks absolutely wonderful. Some pieces are just incredible. So you can always do something with your unfinished or unwanted artwork, that's just lying around. You can always use it for something else. And I'm very happy with this. This is just fab. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that great? Love it. Absolutely love it. As a piece, as a whole piece, it wasn't that exciting, but these little things, they really are. Yeah, love that.